sounds like people are cashing out in those areas, and so it's easy for you to just get on board. Hello, everyone. Hope you've been doing good. This is Ella George, also known as the Bridge Builder. Today, I want to talk about a topic that you would think everyone should know, but repeatedly, I've spoken with people who struggled and sometimes continue to struggle. Now, what I want to share with you today is the things you need to, the steps you need to take when starting your business. So I spoke with a lady sometime last week who was sharing with me her struggles with her business, and she kept using the phrase, it just started from the beginning. I should have known, but there were so many things that I just did not do. We live in an environment that is not very structured, of course. Many of the industries that we do businesses in, they're low barriers to entry. You have a passion, you have some money, a few things, you just get in. It sounds like people are cashing out in those areas, and so it's easy for you to just get on board. And then, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year down the line, you're looking and saying, what's going on? Where am I missing it? So for someone who's either contemplating starting a new business or getting an additional, business, I want to walk you through some important steps that you should not skip. The first one is to research. So there's a lot about each industry that is known only to those who are within that industry. So when I say research, I mean the research you do online to understand what the industry is, the size, the types of customers, and But there's also the part where you go in and talk to the players who are already there. I know some people use very sneaky methods when it comes to doing that. It doesn't have to be, right? A lot of times, people who are successful actually want to help others. They want to mentor and coach and show you how to do it. So get yourself in the trenches, connect and contact people who are already in that industry, people who have been there for a while, and then find out some basic information about how things work and how to avoid the mistakes that a lot of people do. Doing that research upfront ahead is going to save you so much headache down the road. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want you, that's the first step I need you to do. Research it. Don't think you already know enough. Dig deep and know as much more as you can. In fact, when you think you're done, talk to one more person. The second step that I want you to take before you start a business is to know what you're doing. Now, there's something I found out about a lot of investors, right, and wealthy entrepreneurs, the billionaire type. It's not often that they jump into something they know absolutely nothing about. So say you have this random investor and a company approaches them with something like Bitcoin. No matter how promising it sounds, usually they would want to know a lot about it before they go in. So what I'm saying here is, if you can get experience, aside from the research, if you can get experience either as an apprentice or intern, whatever name you want to call it, but just get your hands to try out what it is, participate in it, that is also going to give you a whole lot of head start and help you avoid many mistakes that others make. So don't jump in because someone said it sounds nice. Experience it for yourself. Be sure that it's aligned with your, personal values and beliefs. Be sure that it's what makes your soul sing, so to speak, right? Because I believe that there is difficulty in many areas of business and entrepreneurship, but it becomes a lot easier when you enjoy what you do, when you're passionate about it, when you're genuinely interested in it. So try it out before you jump head in. If you can partner with someone, if you can intern with someone, be an apprentice, whatever, but get yourself to try it out. That would really help. It's a very important step. Then the third thing is to build your business around customers. Huh. You would think that is a given, like anyone should know that, but it's not the case. Oftentimes, people build their businesses around their own ideas, and so you come up with this product or you come up with this service. It makes it makes so much sense to you. You speak to one or two family members, they ginger you, give you like, yeah, let's do this, and so you go right in without testing the market to be sure that it's what customers want. Now, let me tell you about customers. Their needs change. Sometimes they think they know what they want, but they don't. Other times they are extremely certain about what they want, and it's not so easy to come by. So, it's going to help you a lot if you pay attention to the customers in that business area and see where they are currently shopping, the other businesses that they currently patronize, and then try to understand what they're looking for. If you can organize focus groups and get potential customers to talk to you about how they make their decisions, why they decide to buy, when they buy, how they buy, what they look out for, what pisses them off. If you can understand all of those things, you will be better prepared to run a business successfully, instead of assuming that you know what they want. Because customers don't think like you, right? Sometimes they are irrational, sometimes they are emotional, sometimes they are just impossible to understand. So you need to look closely at the customers and be sure that whatever solution you bring into the market is something that they are willing and able to pay for. It's something that provides a particular benefit above all the other options that they have. I hope that makes sense to you, but you need to connect with the customers before you go ahead and spend all the money in, getting the storefront and the branding and, the marketing and advertising. Be sure that it's what customers want. Okay. So that was number 3, I think. And the other thing that I want you to do before you start a business, I guess I already mentioned this in a while, but ensure that you're not going in for just the money. Because many times when people go into a business for just the money, they keep their eyes on the wrong things, right? They want a lot more than, look, you will sow before you reap. It's a universal law. You're going to sow before you reap. And in that sowing time, in fact, for a lot of people, it can be so long and it looks like this is not working. And when you hear statistics that talk about how often businesses shut down, how they don't last beyond 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, it's because they had put in so much, shown up every day, spent money on advertising and promotions and, customer events and branding and so many things, and the results just weren't coming. So a lot of people back out and tell themselves, I need to know when to cut my losses, right? But the truth is, oftentimes, if you stay just a little longer, give it just a little more time, and glean from others who have likely gone through that phase where it looks like this is just not working, you will achieve the success that you want. If you are the kind of person who spends time either on YouTube or any of the social media, really just listen to inspirational stories of people who are making a difference in the world, you would find that for many of them it started really tough, right? It started really tough, but it's going to be easier for you if you enjoy what you do, if you're passionate about it, if you have genuine interest beyond just making money, right? So these are some of the things that I want you to think about. I want to leave you with these thoughts as you go into that new business that you're considering, just so you can be sure that you're doing it right. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Please share this video, like, subscribe, follow, everything you need to do. The name is HillBridge Consulting, and thank you. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye bye.